On the show today, we're going to hear from parents whose children have been murdered by their own mother or their own father. And although the stories are really chilling, we feel that by talking about it, other innocent children may not have to lose their lives. Joining me are three mothers who are living through this nightmare. That's all it really is. Their children were all murdered by their own flesh and blood fathers. Linda Walls' four children were murdered when their father deliberately set the house on fire. Four children were murdered by their father when he deliberately set their house on fire when they were sleeping. We'll be back in a moment to talk to her. I realize that this is a very difficult show to listen to, but I am doing this in the hopes that if there is one mother out there or father who is in an abusive relationship and you realize that it is trouble, that you will get out now to save yourself and perhaps your children. Because murders of children under the age of 1 have more than doubled since 1973. Today we have on this show mothers and fathers of children murdered by a parent. And the signs were there, but the parents just didn't recognize that the signs were also meant for their children. Is that correct? They're here sharing their tragic stories in hopes that it may prevent the murders of other innocent, defenseless children. So if you're in an abusive relationship and you think you're staying because at least he's a good father, get out. Save yourself and your child. Vernon Howery was a former county board member with a reputation for being a concerned family man. Howery's colleagues were shocked when he was arrested for the death of his 3 children and their half-sister. They died in a house fire, huddled together in a second-floor closet.
I got up and seen that that was on fire over there, and they fought it for a while, and I guess that was about an hour later. I seen them pull some children out of the top window there on the left.
Although he maintains his innocence, he was found guilty of 8 counts of murder and 1 count aggravated arson. Linda Walls is the mother of those 4 murdered children. How did you find out about the fire? Where were you?
It was the night of Christmas party for my job, and I had went out that night. Well, Vernon had came over that night. He came over earlier that day and tried to convince me to get back with him, that he wanted to marry me, and he had told me that he